Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the one and only World Improv Network comedy show on Mile High Sports Radio. Take part in the show by giving your suggestions or questions to the cast for each show segment throughout the week, or live during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling in to Mile High Sports Radio studio line. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You're listening to WIN World Local News.
WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Breaking news into the WIN World Local News Sports Desk from WIN Sports reporter Fired Up Frank, who's live in Dublin, Ireland for the 2016 International Belligerent Bartender Brawl. How's the guzzling ground and pound looking like, Fire Up?
Potter, I am right now hiding under a table in the back of the bar. I attempted to order a drink, and a gentleman from Pakistan went up one side and down the other. I will tell you, the Pakistanis are coming in strong this year with the belligerent bartenders, which is surprising from a Muslim nation. But they have been training. You can tell their insults have gone up to the next level. They're getting very personal. I did not know some of the things that could be said about my mother. Now, the early favorites, the United States, is falling way behind. Political correctness has taken over, and they're just, frankly, they're embarrassed. The Scottish bartenders actually made them cry. Oh no, sorry, Potter, I'm just gonna quiet down. The Pakistani bartender is passing by. I don't want him to notice me again. Okay, and Potter, it looks like, there's a brawl has broken out in the front of the, there's a Potter, back to you, I'm in danger, help!
Wow, we might have got Fired Up killed. Well, at least he was maybe half-word happy at the time that his demise set in. Anyway, on to our next story, which is brought to us by WIN contributor Adam of Minneapolis, Minnesota. International pop, jazz, funk, and rock everything star Prince and his sudden passing has brought to light that only 30% of his expansive music library has so far been published for the world to hear. However, WIN senior music correspondent Looney Tunes has been granted exclusive access to Prince's unpublished music. To hear some of the future brilliant that the world has not seen or has missed out so far, let's go live to Mrs. Tunes, who's purportedly inside Prince's highly guarded and secret lyrical library in Fort Knox, Kentucky. Looney?
Oh my God, it is a miracle here. You hear this pop, and it's popping. You know, I wasn't a fan of Prince growing up, but I gotta say, he's converted me in his years past his passing. You know, my mother was a big Prince fan, and this pop music, my head is bobbing. I got a little, my hip tendonitis is acting up because I'm popping it. I'm popping that hip out, and it's cracking and it's grinding, and I don't care because Prince has got it going on. He's better than Miley, and I've seen her concert twice. You know, I mean, like, that's a privilege. I've seen her on a wrecking ball, and I gotta say, Prince has got it one hands down. You know, he's a Jehovah's Witness I can support, which is seldom heard or seen. I can't believe this music is from a Jehovah's Witness.
Ma'am, Mrs. Tunes, do you want this chicken to continue to dance and sing for you, or are we done with the report on this? What would you like us to do? He's getting kind of tired and needs some more, get some more grain in him right now, because he's going to pop and pop and pop and pop and pop.
Yeah, you can give him a break if you want, but are we going to eat him later? I'd like to... Oh. I'm just saying I'm hungry. My hip tendonitis, it burns calories. You know, it burns so many calories.
Well, ma'am, I can make them into like a buttery chicken sandwich or something.
That would be... If he's this feisty, I don't know if I'm going to be into it or not. I don't know if I'm going to be... if he's got all that adrenaline going, I hear it's bad for the meat. I hear that the angry chicken adrenaline is bad for meat.
Well, then I'll just let him dance his way out until he's done dancing. Maybe he'll just die on exhaustion.
All right, that's fine. Okay, well, let him die. And back to you, Potter Smittss.
A wonderful, wonderful report, and I hope that chicken maybe makes it out alive. Who knows? If not, he's going to be tasty. Well, on to our next breaking news, and it's brought to us by WIN contributor Roger from Boulder, Colorado. With the passing of Earth Day 2016, scientists, celebrity activists, policy-shaping animal unions, and tree-hugging hippies alike are again trying to make sense of it all. How much longer will the Earth allow us to pay rent before she decides to evict us? How much time do we have left before humanity is ultimately doomed? Well, to get the definitive answers to these certain inevitabilities, let's check in with WIN Truth and Reality reporter Pinocchio, who's live at Mother Earth's post-Earth Day press conference. Pinocchio?
Oh, thank you, Potter. Now I'm here. I have an exclusive with Mother Earth herself. First of all, should I address you as Mother Earth or Gaia?
Mother Earth would be good. I'd like that.
Okay. Well, Mother Earth, a lot has been made about the terrible things that humans are doing to you. And frankly, there's a lot of concern that you won't be hospitable for us much longer. Can you give us an estimate?
I've been watching and waiting, watching you guys, ruin and destroy me. And personally, I guess, if you guys don't stop using those fossil fuels, I'll probably just kill you all through natural disaster.
Okay, well, that's big news. Is there a deadline or a ticking clock that we should follow for fossil fuel elimination? How about if you don't want us to use fossil fuels, why do you have so many of them?
The fossil fuels were there mainly just so you guys could get started. Your primitive, simple things. You guys really don't think hard. I think you're adorable. I'm glad I made you and let you come onto my planet. I was kind of hoping that somewhere in the 70s you guys would just stop using them, but
I'm sorry, Mother Earth. I am technically a tree, so I would appreciate it if you wouldn't lump me in with the
you guys.
Yeah, please.
Of course, yes. You're one of my special children. I apologize.
Thank you.
Yeah, the deadline was in 2012, but I felt like it was too soon. There were children that I wanted to see, become activists.
Oh, and well, it doesn't sound like that's happening. So we could look forward to a lot more natural disasters in the coming year. Anyone you're particularly excited for?
Oh, yes, Yellowstone. I've been waiting on that one for a while.
Oh, okay. So if you're in the almost all of the western United States, out to about Minnesota, watch out for that Yellowstone caldera. Maybe want to move now. Back to you, Potter.
Well, thank you, Pinocchio. That sounded like a very truthful statement and concern. Well, thank you so much. Well, now let's look at the global weather and check in with Typhoon Tiger Lily, who's live in Paris, France, at the 4 Michelin star food mispronunciation gala. How's the food naming going, and what's the weather looking like over there, Typhoon?
I just love this food. I just cannot stop. This food is so gosh darn good, and you know what? These French people have some good cheese. They just can't pronounce it. I thought brie cheese was brie, and apparently they're calling it bray. And I didn't know that was the case. That bread cheese was a thing. The French people, they don't speak much. They have a language, and I don't think they use it much. So I'm just trying to get along. Just listening and nodding and using hand gestures and rubbing my belly like, this is good. Oh, it's so tasty, But the weather's not brisk. There's a nice pool of sweat underneath my armpits, and just like a usual, I'm smelling onion, which is usually my body odor. So that it's good to know that it's nice weather out here. The French people burn calories just being around. And I imagine I don't eat a lot of French food. But I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, Thank you so much. I didn't understand a word of what was going on in that background, but they must be really going hard at those Michelin stars. And thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Stay tuned for Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WIN cast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break for a case that needs to be tackled during Community Court. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.